Well, if you can't beat them, you may as well join them, but also probably not beat them. So I took Zach Hill's Decklist from the Winter Crown. Just basically did what it feels like everyone else on the ladder did, which is just put like a Makati like in the market and then just sort of called it a day. So let's go onto the ladder and see if this is as miserable to play as it is to be on the other side of. I've got a feeling that even though you will literally always just like never be up cards from doing this, that I'll just absolutely enjoy Honor of Claws, discarding Privilege of Rank, and then in my turn just like discarding 3 cards. That's just who I am right now. So let's get on with it. We are only actually playing Harsh Rule, which is interesting because I thought there was like definitely some End of Destroyers in here, but oh well, let's get onto the ladder and try it out. Okay, so a little short on power, so I suppose we'll have to redraw here. I do like Defiance on like the draw, but yeah, this will probably do it. Just like weapon into weapon. We get like beat down, we get to knife our opponent, I guess. We've got Snowball, which is good. So if opponent's playing anything small and aggressive, we get to like pop it. I'm going to guess with Seat of Chaos. Is this like a Stone Scar control deck, or is it like what's going on here? Well, we're seeing kind of set up here actually. We can Vanquish like the Vara. If they're Grenadines, we've got like a Snowball, which can potentially do something. Okay, so this I have to play Cobalt Waystone like for not ages. Because I want to play Wisdom this time, basically. Okay, so now our opponent's played Quarry. I'm going to probably assume this is actually just Stone Scar. Oh, okay, it's Winchest. Oh, cool. That influence is awful, so we're in the, you're saying there's a chance, like, phase of the game. So, match change is cool. Honor of Claws, I'm just going to snap it off and just, like, discard Jotun Hurler. Oh boy, I right there. Think we have to discard 1. Yeah, it's a 9. Oh, this is awful. Let's go with a Snowball. Snowball's probably not very good against our opponent. So our opponent probably has like aggressive Digger for Justice sources here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So we can probably, even if we miss a power, I might just like Runehammer that. Just in case our opponent's like trying to do anything too spicy. Do we have a market? No, we don't have a Primal market. I don't really want to draw like 3 and then we're going to discard a bunch if we miss on power, so we'll try to do this. I probably can make like a Rizan and shoot this off. And it's kind of fine, I think. Like, Regent's Tomb, cool. Now I'm happy. I guess our opponent takes Martyr's Chains. Or like Harsh Rule. But seems kind of fine. Yeah, Martyr's Chains seems like the one you want to take. Because that is just a singleton in the deck. Also, I kind of wanted our opponent to do that because it means that we can potentially play Honor of Claws here. So we've got 3, 6, 9. If we claws and miss, we have to discard. So what can we grab here that we'd want? Sort of nothing. Like, I don't have something in play to be able to pressure this site. Ooh, spicy. Let's just discard this. So this is kind of bad because we do have to discard anyway. Palaces are good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool. What do we not actually want though? I suppose we don't need the 7th power because we're not doing anything with it. Also, like, Aura Claws is kind of good, but also do we need it right now? Probably not, because we're just going to go like a thing into sight. I'll probably play like a Vara, I'll probably just like Vanquish it and then play like a small merchant rather than like the Throne Warden.
Only the best.
This is kind of fine because I'm going to play Throne Warden into kill this. Seems good. Sort of edge my seat, so probably a little bit too close to the camera there. Well, I'm actually considering getting like a... Aww. Runehammer now, Runehammer. That's not fair. I guess they marketed that. Now I'm pretty sad I don't have a snowball. Well, I guess we'll get Bring Down. And we'll also get the bear. So probably don't actually need the knife because we're just going to have 2 sights. So get this. So knife kills, well, Runehammer kills 1. We don't block with the other. Well, maybe can't attack with this because he needs to protect this. But we've got like the answer for Elias anyway. I just do like how sites sort of let really expensive, like hard to play cards like C play because it'd be very difficult to. Oh. This is probably fine. Yeah, I'll fire 1 harsh rule. And then when this gets its thing, I'll just like... I'll bring that down. It seems fine because it's still like... kind of good in terms of cards. If my opponent plays like another big threat, then I'll probably just like harsh rule then. Save bring down for like something else like a Rizan. Yep. So Smuggler here, kind of good, but... got one revenge threat. Eventually. I do sort of want to get something into play so we can actually use the palace. Because being unable to do that is kind of stinky at the minute, I'll be honest. So we could take some damage just to get this knife down. But that's kind of rough. Yeah, let's just... I'll roll this, kill both things, and then... I probably did get the Destiny draw for it, which we didn't really want. I did want to just... Actually, so I've probably got nothing in play. Let's just play Throne Warden. I'm going to suspect that one's not got like another Runehammer, because I think that one was from the market, so... Okay. Well, in Farsight we knew about this, this is fine. So if you've not got a removal spell, we get to make a big boy here. We'll just attack them. I don't really care about the site anymore. Actually, should have attacked the site because our opponent can play a power and then kill our site. Yeah, it's kind of rough for us. Yes, I see. Yes, that was a mistake. But our opponent's only at 10, so... Martyr's Chains. What's this nonsense? Is it also a removal spell? Yes, it's absolutely gross. So, we do have a Vision of Austerity to try and kill this. So let's try and do something like that. Let's go to this. Guess we'll just use like this one. Bring this down so that opponent can display it. Vanquish this. We're taking 5, then our opponent's going to have a 10-6. But if we're going to just keep our opponent off having things in play. Oh, Vara. I suppose we're going to have 20 damage in play now. Well, this is awful. Let's Wisdom, I guess. Guess we make a Hurley, kill this with Defiance. Yeah, because now dealing that damage to our opponent didn't really do much.
You will pay for your crimes.
Yeah, things are not looking great, let me tell you. So, we get to play this guy. I'm going to play Knife, just because it leaves us with less cards in hand, so when this inevitably dies, which is like now, we have to draw one more card off it. Because we're just going to like Defiance this. That's like our plan. So it's a draw 4. And now we've got Vanquish, so we've potentially got our way back into the game. It's going to be hard to do, you know, it's not going to be easy. But the fight back is kind of here. Oh, crikey. Like, last card in hand being a Display of Ambition is rough. Not the Destiny Merchant, that's interesting. Okay, so if I could this one because it's spookier. I suppose we'll trade away this. Get Vision. Vision gets to kill this. I guess we just need to jump until we draw into our bear. So opponent's also got a like a 7/5 Valkyrie boss or something? 7/6, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a edgy seat time, this really. So let's just Wisdom here. So losing our own chains was, oh boy, that was rough. Let's just kill this.
You don't want to make my allies your enemies.
Okay, so 7/6 thing, sack the say you don't need that. So the only thing we can really get back here is like Eilyn's Choice.
Something got you out.
Well, we don't really need Primal Sigil anymore. Let's get Eilyn's Choice, I guess. So we can kill this with like our sword, but I think we're just going to start attacking our opponent. Because then Eilyn's Choice is good, it protects us from being attacked a little bit. And we can also turn it into a big boy. Oh dear. Yep, Suffocate plus Torch. Yep, Withstand doing nothing there. Let's just crack our opponent for 5. Mute our opponent, they're just going hand with emotes here. Eilyn's Favour, do we just play this? Yeah, our market's kind of bad now, so we've well and truly looted it. Is there anything in there that we would have? Yeah, so Hailstorm could have been good enough a matchup, yeah. Just thinking about, like, could have been some improvements we could have done with the market here. Also, given that our opponent's got this card in their deck, us having the dude, can't remember what it's called now, Scourge of Frostholm. So, just, oh, it's got an ability. I was wondering why I could like click on it. Like, why are we going to click on it? Yeah, usually not used to having Fetch and the ability available to turn your player, because that usually costs like 12. I guess we'll activate the ability. Nice. Actually, that was a really nice one because we just discarded a bunch of power. Yeah, it's kind of saucy, that. So I think about Eilyn's Favour next turn just to get our cards low because we should be getting pretty close to having. Well, plus have enough. That's probably correct actually because they couldn't play anything and we had like all the stuff. Oh yeah, that was a hard one, but we managed to get back into it. So overall, kind of impressed with this deck actually. Okay, well, I think it's just the straight redraw there because we just awful influence. It seems kind of better. Would like to see some card draw, but I guess we can try and dig for some with Crest of Order. Like a Wisdom would be good just to get the ball rolling. Curious about like how good this card is, just like with millions of card draws. Like, yeah, let's just bottom that. I think you ideally want to be drawing like maybe 3 cards off it at least. So I just feel like a stacked hand all the time. Maybe it is better than just like a ramp deck. I'm probably not going to get it this time though, because well, we're at 3 power. Getting an 8 drop's probably a bit aggressive. The probably things we could have done that last game where we could have like just won instead. Just be a little bit more cautious in some spots.
What do you see?
Well, this isn't going to do too much to us. I just want to hit all power drops realistically. Probably just going to go and grab Hailstorm. And then we can sort of like use... maybe we should run our opponent's turn, but don't want to get unsealed. I guess we do want to prompt unseal though, because... yeah, we do want to get like a good Hailstorm off. But with the snowballs, we should be able to do like popping Aegises and stuff. I'm going to assume this is like some sort of like TJP beatdown deck. Let's play grab Hailstorm. Let's just play Primal Sigil. I don't feel like I need to use my snowballs yet. So I probably select both. I'd probably just like trade her. Yeah, I want wants to trade. I'm happy with that. If there's like a finest hour or something to keep out of it, it means that our Hailstorm's better. Kofun on its own isn't doing enough to make me want to kill everything, but because there's also like a Awakened Student, I probably could be playing. Is this like a finest hour? That's fine. Sort of like trading resources, that seems good for me. But yeah, I don't want to leave like a student in play because it can go wild with
Trust in your skills.
well, if we draw another Jotun Hurler, well, let's kill this. Or even a merchant. Get merchant, kill this. And then we get to sight our merchant next turn. That seems pretty spicy. Winter Crown. Oh boy. So that is potent. Let's read this text. End of your turn, draw a card if any of your units hit the enemy player. Once per turn, you may pay 3 to stun a ready enemy unit. That's kind of bad for us, isn't it? In that case, is it more important to kill that or Vision or Austerity the thing? And I think we'll actually just bring it down. Yeah, we should be able to sort of keep our board clear, like with all the stuff we've got here. Maybe they can't just keep drawing cards off this. Winter Crown's cool though. Yeah, snowball that. Let's just make a huge buy. Because I believe if they hit our site, it won't count as drawing, as doing the things to draw a card. Oh, this is disgusting. Yikes. Well, if they kill our site, they don't get to draw a card and we get to kill their thing. They might just want to kill us though. So now we trade sites, everyone's miserable, no one's got a thing, but we've got a 6/6 in play, so we're happy. But we do now have the threat of this crown. It's kind of medium. I keep a power just in case we get like an merchant, because all the things we've got in our hand we can't get back. Well, let's honour it up. Oh, cool. So we've got things that we can do. Let's just discard this. That seems good. So our opponent is going to get to do some damage to us. Draw a card. But we get a Martyr's Chains with 2 Justice Sigils. So we get to try and kill 2 things. So I'm going to draw a card here. So maybe I don't know how the game would have been different if I like had a frame play instead. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, then getting to draw cards busted. Let's just do this. So I could just like stand together. Stand together is like a lot of surprise damage. I think this way is kind of better. We've got like a 12 power endurance unit, so our opponent sort of needs to do something about this. I suppose we've got like 0-5. But we do have a power to kind of kill that, so they have to like give us a real threat each time. So I suppose our opponent's going to be drawing cards, but we're going to be like reducing cards. You know, unable to play this is tedious. So let's. This is no point in shooting these, is there? I'll shoot this one. I think we'll strategize and we'll just like swap Stormhalt Knife for Omen. That's at the bottom. Probably Crest. Actually, we probably could have done with the extra power spell to kill this next time, but yeah, whatever. Don't matter. Let's just boop this. I probably could have a counter spell here. That's kind of fine. Just taking 3 here. I probably can't play weapons. Could play like tricks, but I don't think they've got like 7 points worth of tricks here. Right roll. Well, we get Aegis. I'm going to deal a lot of damage to us. So we're going to take. Okay, so 7 plus a 3. Yeah, that's possible. Okay, that's a bit of a stinker, but we're kind of close there. Yeah, we'll keep this. I like merchants, I like crests. We'll find card draw. We'll make it work. So, I do just like to find a wisdom or something on top. Probably don't want more sigils. Maybe in the last game we should have just like gained 4 with the Throne Warden or something. Let's keep questing. Yep, don't really like infinite power here. There's not really anything I just want to grab in the market though, like aggressively. I guess that's part of like being sort of like a more kind of like mid-range controlling deck, but there isn't really any proactive things that you want. Yeah, I'm kind of sat here with like 2 merchants and no way to get them. I suppose I could get like two like 4-6 points of damage on our opponent, but I just don't want to right now. Kind of jealous of our opponent's strategizing here. Sure there's nothing we want? Nah. Our opponent plays like a decent flyer or something, we could just like bring it down, but yeah, I feel super behind it because our opponent's like doing Wisdom of the Elder stuff. But we'll play these like, maybe we should play one now in case we draw a mitt. If we drew like a palace next time we're kind of sad, but we'll set it up anyway. Now our opponent's played one, we'll play one so that we can trade so that they've got one less thing when they do the palace. But we'll get this big boy. And then we'll play another big boy. Swap this and I'll probably... So opponent will very likely have chains, but we'll get this later. So I think for now, we'll swap choice for choice. If you're not sure about what to swap, rather than keeping skip, if you can swap a thing for the same thing, ooh. Is that probably main deck frogs? I think if... Unfortunately, I've got many different ways of winning, but that's kind of tedious. I'll keep it because we can like market it back and then market it away. But if we're at the point where Hooru controls now plus playing like main deck Rain of Frogs, we're probably too far. Like, can't ever be redeemed. Ah, finally one of my own. Let's attacking at this. Almost like double Defiance, that's kind of fine because maybe we'll just draw like a Hurler and kill the thing anyway. Well, I want two things in play, so I'll grab Vision. Just if I want to just play like Martyr Chains, just kill it straight away without having to deal with like nonsense. Yep, so the Sky King is... Actually, we can just kill this. We don't need to do any nonsense. So it kills one of our things, we turn one of our things into a 6/6, and then we kill it, so... That seems good. If I probably play like multiple Sword Sky Kings, then, you know, it sucks to be us, but... Yeah. I suppose our opponent's going to have hit a Hurler there, so they get to maybe kill our thing, but if they do, just like draw some cards. That seems fine. Yep, this is fine. I feel like we traded a lot of cards, and I feel like we're kind of fine with this. Also, more palaces is nice. Do we keep native power? Probably not. I don't think we need to strategize here, actually. Don't get anything we want to get rid of, so I'm able to save it. Having to bottom something that's good with strategize is kind of bad, really, when we just like don't need to. Sack it, that's fine. We've got like loads of armor, so we'll just do this. This way we should get to keep Svetcher, and then next time we can privilege a rank, and then we can just like strategize away your justice source. So it's basically just like a free draw too. Feels kind of good at that point. So Svetcher, opponent can't do anything. I should really be making the palace to then give her Aegis, but I'm feeling kind of okay at the minute about not doing that. Let's get rid of one of these Justice Sigils, play the other one. Then if our opponent's answer to this is Harsh Rule, we get to just Island's Choice it. At that point, we can go and grab Korovyat Palace. Okay, so given our opponent's like plan was just to make this, I think we'll vanquish it so we get to get more damage in. There's a sight here. We'll just withstand on this. Opponent shouldn't have like any fast speed interaction. Let's crack him for 8. And then next turn this should be dead because we've just got like 2 lethal threats in play, and our opponent just like magically made like a board of anything. We could just harsh roll and then kill him with a weapon. But that's probably a wrap for the opponent. Well, I'm not sure I'm happy about the spot that Hooru controls in at the minute. I kind of prefer the gameplay of FGS, even though we're all kind of bored of it. I feel like because there's also like proactive things you can do with FGS, I felt the games were just much more interesting rather than just me not dying for multiple turns and then all of a sudden just managing to pull ahead. So probably weighing up options, and it's probably just like snowball that, vanquish that, make their own blades, kill my blade. But then our next turn we'll probably just be like from Warden and then blades kill their blade, and then we're just blading each other's blades. It's just like misstep your misstep. But our opponent's roping. I've just really been enjoying playing World of Warcraft recently. I think I said in the other video that I've had a bit difficulty trying to record in the office just because it's been too noisy. Cool. Can't get snowball lethal, which is rippers, but it's with my elders, it's greedy. If you can draw more cards, you should. Oops. I've been playing loads of dungeons in World of Warcraft, and it sort of feels like Final Fantasy Online, which is sort of enjoyable to me. Well, this would be perfect if I knew our opponent was doing absolutely nothing. So I suppose I have to redraw that. Yeah, that seems fine. It's got a little bit of card draw and privilege rank. I guess what could happen in this deck is, because we've not got a smuggler, we could just have like a one palace in the board so you can like merchant into it. Because we are planning on going really late, so a game that if we start working on doing that, yeah, it could be interesting. Because we do want to go late. Basic Primal Sigil, no shiny, probably some sort of pledge deck. So maybe that's like a, I don't know, the Hooru one, the Gunslinger, Anaya. No Anaya. Interesting. So I'm going to keep up Defiance for the next couple of turns, sort of regardless of what goes on, because if my opponent plays the 2-4 charge, I'd rather just like kill it. So I can set up the Face Aegis, which will protect us from both Teacher and the 2-4 charge. So I'll do that. And then we get to the next time we could do like Privilege Rank and then play Waystone as well. Scarless is fine. We can't kill it with Defiance, so we'll just take the damage. Probably going to be a bit of a change of plan. We'll just vanquish this just so I'm not dealing with it. Wouldn't mind if our opponent was playing Nightfall actually, because then we could draw into stuff. Don't think we need like millions of privilege of ranks, so yeah. So we've got we're just gonna like discard like 4 cards this turn. It's gonna be great. We're out of time, Jotun. Always just like messes up your plan. Just so our opponent sees it, we'll discard the premium one. And then what I really would like to see is just like a counter that just told you how many cards you in hand, because it's up to you to like coming to do this. So we have to discard 1, and do we just discard this, or just have to play with it again? Yeah, it's good to do that. Deck thinning, mate. Deck thinning. Because we've got like enough power here. Like we have 1 Martyr's Chains in the deck, so that's kind of a sad that we've got like 2 power in here, but it's fine. Yeah, let's try and say if our opponent counters it, it's like whatever, because we've also got Face Aegis. So it would need to be like exactly Backlash for like that to be a real problem for us. Ugh, Ava. Rats. Well, that's what's got. I'm going to like go ham with 1-2s now. So. Huh. Well, we could go and grab Hailstorm. I think that's what we'll do. Put that in there so we can get it out later. We could also bring down this and just like not care about 1-2s. But I think doing it this way means we get like to be able to tidy everything up. And that seems kind of good to us because the Hailstorm will kill all of the 1-2s, and if our opponent plays like another Teacher, plus the Runehammer will kill like this. I don't want to just play like naked Runehammer to kill this and then just like it die to a 1-2. I'd feel kind of miserable. So I've always been incredibly cautious here. So we can't quite play Palace to protect this, so I guess we're just going to Runehammer this, just like see what everyone does with the 1-2s. Oh, we'll get to attack everyone at least. Probably not going to block. So I promise up like a bunch of 1-2s, which we didn't really want them to be. And sadly we couldn't have just like waited for Throne Warden, but actually going down to 10 would probably be okay actually. We're getting pretty close to like being able to play Sight plus Hailstorm, so John Hill's good because the second snowball will do some work. So if we have to, we can like kill like a 5 toughness thing with Hailstorm. But what my plan is here is just to like Hailstorm this mess. Oh, especially now. And then, well, I'm going to Korovyat Palace first, I think. This Palace can bring the other thing out of range of Hailstorm. So if this resolves instantly, we know that we're safe. We'll 10 our opponent, and then we get to kill them next time with a snowball if they let us. Could probably just like not let us, but if we get to berserk these, then we're doing good. Infinite Cloud Snakes and a teacher, sure. So what do we want? Do we want to go for? Do we want to try and go for lethal? It's not going to be lethal because I'm not going to make blocks. Oh, do we just want to draw some cards? And I'm greedy. I want to draw some cards. Oh, I think I'll stink. Let's do like this. I think not using any snowballs first, because then we might get to use like a snowball to kill like multiple things. Kill this. Kill this, get to snowball this, and then we get to Jotun Hurler. No one's not doing anything else. This feels kind of wrapped up. Yeah, it is. We get to Berserk. Like, Sack the City is just wild. It's absurd how good it is in like a control deck as well. Okay, well, here we are for the last one, so. I feel like that dude from Dark Souls. I think we'll keep this because we're on the draw, I believe, with a Defiance. And being on the draw with Defiance just always feels good. Especially if we can just like Defiance and then buy us time to be able to mess around with like Honor of Claws. Is this Hooru again? Oh my god. This is going to be a problem because even when everyone was complaining about FJS, right, at least it's the mirror, so we could have like an interesting game. But when we all felt like FGS was everywhere, it wasn't really. It was just sort of like in tournaments and stuff, because when we played on the ladder, like, this wasn't a thing that happened. Like, you wouldn't just be... Because I can't be able to say, like, I'm going to cut some games out because I just don't think they're interesting. That's usually what I do. But I played maybe 20 games today over the 3 videos. Because I usually do a warm-up one that gets cut, and then I do... Like, if someone's roping a load, that'll get cut, so I have to do an extra game. Which is sometimes why I refer to, like, something that might have happened in a previous game. Because I'm like, oh, in the previous game this happened, but you didn't see that happen. That's because the opponent ended up, like, roping a load. I just end up having to cut it out. Which is usually kind of tedious when that happens. So we know our opponent's got a answer for this, so I'm not going to bother. Just going to play From Warden. Maybe we should have kept Defiance, because if our opponent just like plays Palace, now we're dead. Okay, well, Runehammer's kind of fine. Well, it's pretty well set up here. But yeah, so if someone like ropes or just like spams emotes, sometimes I'll just like cut their game just because I just don't want to deal with it. I guess we'll probably just like Vanquish this, so because we don't have many removal targets in each of our decks, so you may as well just like kill things when you can. Doesn't mean I'm sort of like priced into doing things out of order that I want to. Stormhalt now, find its favour. Probably Defiance. Because we can Eilyn's favour, get our own face Aegis, and then we can play General Merchant, or we can even just like face Aegis and then kill their hammer. That seems good. I don't know, bloody Jotun Hurler. Oh, what a tedious little get this is. Because you just know that like your Runehammer's not safe. So, what can we do here? So we could be at 8 next turn. Not really interested in that, so we'll take some more damage. We're going to take 8 again. But then next turn we get to like... Oh, dear me. Maybe we should just like Eilyn's Choice this turn, but I'd like to catch like a harsh roll with this or something, or maybe even like a withstand. We can knife to kill this. Okay, so now there's a kind of a change of plan. So I know that each of us can't really kill Moknatu, which is good. So let's get rid of this. We'll get the big daddy or mommy, I'm not sure if, like what's going on with this. Kill this. So basically just like make a million trades here. Opponent's going to kill this, knock us down to 12. Yep, but they lose their hammer, we lose our hammer. Our opponent's up 2-2. But I was all kind of fine with that. Oh, bloody Stormhalt knife. I obviously couldn't attack with it, which is... well, let's play Buckeye. We've unfortunately got like a million cards in hand, so we'll actually draw 1 card off it. We've got 6 there, haven't we? Could have done with like being a little bit lower in terms of life, so that we could play our own Stormhalt knife. I'm going to assume that our opponent was just playing around us playing our own knife, because we could have like a really good turn here if we were just able to play Mock Knight plus this. Yep, so opponent puts us to 7, we draw a card. Stupid Jotun Hurler making us draw less cards. Okay, go for the snowball. Interesting, interesting. Well... okay, so that's wisdom. Because if we hit a from one, I'm going to feel great. We don't. We do have a Eilyn's Choice to be able to hold up. So we'll take our opponents. So I feel like our opponent could just be like, could they've just got Channel and they're just intended on killing us with Channel. Channel isn't going to kill us now because it'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll play Hurler because it'll protect us from like a Sword of the Sky King. So they have to have like Vanquish plus. Okay, so Palace isn't going to quite do it. Unless we've got a Vanquish for this, and then we're just going to sit here like looking at their Palace. Okay, so we've got Chains, which could do some work. I'm going to assume our opponent's not got like a fast speed interactive spell here. Maybe they've got Defiance, and that's what they were. That's what's going on. It looks like not Defiance. Okay. Well, let's boot for that. We get to hold up Eilyn's Choice, which protects us from like a number of things, basically like expensive spells. Uncertain if I would. Okay, so we're going for snowballs. Yep. Vanquish is fine. I'll just do a draw 2 instead. No more card draw, sadly. Then I suppose I'll just sort of like try and protect ourselves. Okay, so knife kills our knife. Not ideal, honestly. because we'll be going to 2, which is not great. I'm just going to play Chains. I'll keep this in hand so we're able to kill like a threat of our opponents, but our opponent has to kill us this turn. Maybe they can because they've got like multiple snowballs. But if they're just like Palace in, it's kind of fine. Because we're going to play Svetra and then we're going to Palace our Svetra. She's going to be absolutely huge. And we should be kind of protected. So, kind of counter that because, well, we didn't leave it with power. But I'm feeling kind of okay now. We're going to pop our opponent's Face Aegis so they will be able to play spells. So we're at 2, you know. So it's going to be close. So yeah, like for the last game, this is where I kind of like last games to be. Sort of exciting.
You will suffer for what you have done.
So pop our opponent's Face Aegis. So withstand, we've got an 8-8, it's going to become a 16. So this should be good for us. Hopefully our opponent's just like a spell. Okay, Sack 6, fine. I don't do anything. What spells I got left on this? Just withstand, yeah, the good one. So Vanquish is fine. Our opponent has actually like double removal spell for this. That's going to suck. If it's just like Harsh Rule, then I feel good because then we can defend ourselves. If they're just now looking for it, I feel like they've not got it. But also if they're spending more power to be able to find like an expensive thing like Harsh Rule or End of the Story, I feel like we can just counter it and then be able to win. Because opponent's at 19, but we get to make this even bigger. Defiance can do some work though. So we do need to be mindful of that. Our opponent's Merchant, I feel like they might not have it now. But we do pretty desperately need to find like an additional unit, like a Throne Warden. Okay, so I'm sort of interested now as to, yeah, I just need to find the extra unit. Like killing our opponent is ideal. That's what we'd like to do. Oh, draw, look, nice. But we do have to sort of like get through to our opponent here. So I've got attack here. I suspect a Defiance. Alan's Choice is kind of fine. Now we can't kill our opponent's weapon. So we can't play both threats anyway. So I'm just going to play the big one. It's going to get very big. So we're dead to what? We're dead to our opponent hitting us with a knife. Basically, that's it. Our opponent getting Svetra is like a very distinct possibility as well. It's going to be rough, but they're going to pop our Face Aegis, so it's fine. Scourge of Frostholm, rats. Okay, that was a surprise. I'm still playing like the older build, but we've got chains in place. That's not the best. But to try and attack our opponent for 28. Yep, attack them. Okay, so we managed to get away with it somehow. Well, there you have it. This polar bear is cool and good. Okay, so there we have it. Zach Hill's deck with just making Martyr into it is kind of good. I'm not sure how I feel about Hooru, but it's not a positive feeling that this kind of deck is existing. It's sort of like FJS, but like nowhere near as proactive, and like the games, like the mirror there just felt completely swingy. Like either of us could have won if we just do like the exacts. Like maybe that's like exciting gameplay to you, but to me, I'm just like on the edge of my seat and I'm just like chewing all my fingernails off. But I mean, the deck is good. There's no disputing that. But whether or not it's good for the game, I'm not sure. Like Palace, yeah. We need to be careful with sites, definitely, 100%. I always said that like the Hooru site was probably going to be messed up because you can play a site plus like all of the sweepers. So like if the Hooru site was say like all the spells in it were like draw spells, and then at the end of it you got like, I don't know, Champion of Order. Like any old rubbish would literally do. Scourge of Frostholm, maybe the site was Frostholm, yeah. And all things that were draw cards. And then your deck was just 12 sweepers, because you had Harsh Rule, End of the Story, Hailstorm. Like, your opponent's never going to get to attack that site. It can have like 2 health, it just doesn't matter. I think Korovyat Palace is interesting. I like how it's given life to some more aggressive decks, where they're able to just use like Sack the City without having to have Sack the City in the deck, as well as like you still get this card in your deck that is Sack the City really, but also you can play it and it's draw 2 cards. It's like 6 cost draw 2 cards, but if you're flooding in like that aggressive deck, like you just don't care, you just want to get Fruits of some action. And then the Withstand is just like really good at battling other people's sites. I just really like that. Flavorfully, that's interesting. I guess it's so that your unit is supposed to protect your side, because it definitely has 4 power. So you can like even do this like a 0 power unit. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Reserve a judgment. Also, the artwork on this is spooky. Like, they've just got like a metal claw now. Also, like, I'm sort of interested in like how this card happened, because this is the Good Bear, right? And you play as the Good Bear, and you can only progress through that level in the campaign if you win as the Good Bear, and the Bad Bear loses Fargo. I'd also would have kind of liked their designs to mirror each other a little bit more, because like if this one was like immune to damage, that'd be just like really interesting if this was like the other faction. So I don't know. It's probably too difficult to do, especially if it's come back from the dead. That'd be really interesting. If it's come back from the dead, now it doesn't need to be like actual Ixton. It could be, you still hold Primal and Justice, but we could have like Shadow in it, you know. That'd be, it's a promo card, you know. It'd be interesting. Oh well. I've rambled on, and I'm probably actually going to take a break now and record again in the week. So I'll see you in the week.